Today's video is going to be about the father seeing the stepdad bringing his kid to the barbershop.
Your boy. Should I say our boy? Yeah, ain't our shit. That's my son.
World Star.
That's my mother. You don't got no business. Hey, barbershop. I told you that. I told you that.
Fight back.
I told you that. I told you that. I told you that shit. It's your first time.
Hey, let me go ahead and call this mama real quick and we go ahead and get to the bottom of it.
All right, you go ahead and you do that. And she better say the right shit, because if she don't, I'm about to get the swinging in this. On God. Yeah. That's my mother. You don't got no business. Hey, barbershop. I told you that. I told you that.
Fight back.
I told you that. I told you that. I told you that shit. It's your first time.
Hey, let me go ahead and call this mama real quick.
You don't got no business. Hey, barbershop. I told you that. I told you that.
Fight back.
I told you that. I told you that. I told you that shit. It's your first time.
Hey, let me go ahead and call this mama real quick and we go ahead and get to the bottom of it.
All right, you go ahead and you do that. And she better say the right shit, because if she don't, I'm about to get the swinging in this. On God. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I'm trying to poke you, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's not.
It's actually sad, man. It's sad to look at.
In front of the kids, though, the kid is right there.
Yeah.
And he's taking the kid to have a haircut.
Yeah, he's wrong for that.
Again, I understand the sentiment about your kid and then having someone else. It's like you screaming like that in front of the kid. Whew, take it up with the mother.
It's a bad look. It's a bad look indeed. Because the kid is seeing this. The kid is learning how to behave like an emotionally stunted man. That's what I think when I see this. I've gotten, rowdy at times, but that's when I was younger. Rarely do I get like this now. But in front of a kid, though.
When you're no longer with your baby mom and she has a stepdad, the stepdad is part of the life of the kid. Doing all this rah-rah stuff in front of the kid, I don't think it's it. I really don't think it's it. Take it up with the mother.
The phone, huh? Hey, it's probably what I thought ass. Yeah, whatever.
I'm trying to poke you, man.
Yeah. Hey, it's not answering the phone, huh? Hey, it's probably what I thought ass.
Hey, bro.
Man.
Like I told you.
Hey, get him out your phone.
That's not your motherfucking son. That's my motherfucking son. That's what you want to be watching with so motherfucking bad.
I am running to be president of the United States, and I need you with me in this fight. So I am asking you to pitch in to help me defeat Donald Trump.
You want everybody in prison for smoking weed, Kamala? Is that what it is?
Okay. And also referring to the mother as a thought in front of the kid and saying all kinds of stuff.
That's what it is. He's hurting. He's seeing his kid with another man taking his place. It's sad, really, man. It's sad.
Gotcha.
This want to be Russell Wilson so bad. Well, you don't even got to see how.
That's pain right there. That's what that is. It's pain. And ultimately, the child is the one suffering, right? Like the father's going to suffer. The kid is going to suffer.
Hey, she said I in the phone.
Hey, bro, all right. I'm really showing you.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, like I said, watch your mouth for the time.
Ain't your motherfucking son.
Hold on. Hey, Keisha.
Keisha.
Hey, Keisha. Hey, can you up here trying to take Sean with him?
Let me get a little closer.
What? You ain't taking her nowhere until you pay your time.
You heard the cameraman? He said, let me get a little closer so I can hear what she said on the phone.
Fucking instigator. Yo, the
cameraman's hey, let me get this.
Cameraman is a fucking instigator, bro.
I feel like an assault is about to happen. Let me get this shit in 4K. World Star. I ain't mad at it, though. When you're at the barbershop, you're hearing so many good stories. You get to watch one unfold live in the flesh.
What? Child support? That little bitty ass shit. I can pay that shit right now on God.
Do it then.
Shit out your ass.
Do it. Hey, take that outside, man.
After all this, it's now that you wanted to take it outside?
Don't even get me started on child support, man. I think child support is the vein of all existence. when it comes to family.
I say parents can feel however they want about each other. I've seen parents split apart and they have very strong. When you do it in front of your kids, that's when I look at you different. I don't know what the mom is doing behind closed doors, so I can't speak on her, but I do have you in 4K saying that shit in front of your son, acting aggressive and looking like you about to beat some other man or his stepfather, right? In front of other people in public, all aggressively with zero control. Yeah, I'm gonna look at you a little bit different. I don't know the circumstances of the relationship dynamic or what kind of stress they've gone through, but there should never be a time where this kind of behavior is normalized or acceptable. You should never be going up to the stepdad talking about, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, for what? Unless he put his hands on your kid, what reason do you have?
No.
You already talking about your ex like she had thought. He took off your hands. You should be glad.
Oh, man.
Okay, so what I heard from her was like, I've been telling you for the last 2 years, and you ain't stepped up. Well, when he showed up, he stepped up. So, again, this is her words, but I'm just translating. This is happening at a barbershop is also not lost on me, because I have to imagine that kid's probably been there for a long time, meaning going to the same barbershop. And having a different man bring you to that barbershop is probably a big stain on the father's life and his reputation, or the way he sees it, you know? It probably angers him because, you know, taking your son to the barbershop is probably something a lot of fathers like in terms of what kind of haircut they get, how they gonna come out looking. And another man taking your place, it could probably sting a little bit. But judging by his reaction, how angry he got, how he couldn't control himself, by the fact that he's not paying his child support, a part of me believes like this is probably just a more ego than it is actually care for the child.
Yeah.
This is more about how he feels and what's good for his kid. And me, my experience, when I see parents be more concerned with that, in my experience, it reflects poorly in their parenting overall. If you cared about that child, there's no way you would ever justify that kind of behavior. In what good way is it good to make a fool of yourself and your kid at the barbershop? What good is it for your kid to see you yelling at his stepfather, creating this animosity? Now you're in the psyche of a child, you're making them maybe choose sides or feel a great amount of discomfort. The dad that I love is butting head with the man who I see on the very regular when I go to my mom's. Like, it's a very big complex for the child growing up to see that thing in front of them. So
yeah, it makes it so when he's living at home, the stepfather is now the enemy, because what is he gonna do? Like, what is he gonna do? Whose side is he gonna choose now? Whose side is he gonna be on? So he's gonna be at home thinking to himself, if I have a good time with my stepfather, am I going against my father? Am I choosing my stepdad over my father? It puts the kid in a really bad position.
To me, I hate to be against, but it seems like in the balance of probabilities, without knowing all the context of their situation, it just looks really bad for the father.
Hey, call that. Hey, I'm getting my motherfucking son. We going. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, but I need my son. I need my son. I need my son. Hey, let's wrap this shit up. I need my motherfucking son, man. Give me my motherfucking son. Hey, don't kill my son no more. I'm gonna slap the shit out your ass. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Come on, light skin, man.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. All right.
Man, you gonna let him take him like
Kid, man.
Come on, Russell. Was you letting him take?
Hey man, it's his son. It's his son. I'm gonna go ahead. I ain't trying to fight.
Yeah.
That's the most responsible thing I've heard this whole time.
Yep.
That's the most. Shut up. Cameraman's a piece of shit.
Cameraman is an
You gonna
asshole.
let him take his
He's
son?
spicing shit up.
Yeah, you gonna let him take his son?
He's
like that?
instigator.
Yeah,
The
shut
fucking
up,
cameraman is an
You gonna let him
instigator.
talk to you like
Your
that?
bitch ass trying to start in front of you because you want to catch it on camera. Just shut your ass up. Now, that was the most mature thing I've heard this whole time. There's 10 seconds. I'll just play it just in case.
Yeah, he took.
That shit crazy, man.
The mom can take that video and just go to court and be like,
He took him outside.
I want full custody. This is why.
Yup.
You see why? He toxic and he does that in front of everybody. You see all the name he call me? In front of the kid. That's what he's doing. I want full custody with your stupid ass. And now you're not going to have access to your son.
Vast majority of the time when it comes to parental rights, if you have your shit together, your finances together, and you're not being incredibly crazy, you're going to have partial custody. It's very hard for a mom to just take all full custody unless you got some checkered stuff or something's being manufactured. So when I see stuff like this, I'm like, fellas, you're not helping yourself with custody of your kids when you acting like this. And to be honest with you, it's a big red flag.
It is.
You look like you cannot control yourself, and you look like you got some serious anger issues. So I can be.
He's emotionally stunted, and he's going to end up passing that along to his son. You know, I hate to say this because, you know, a son needs his father around, but we can't have this kind of attitude. He can't be out here being all rah-rah. in front of his kid because his ego is hurt.
Be sympathetic to the fact that fathers want to be involved in their kids' life, and sometimes they got a mother who doesn't want to make that happen. But also a lot of time, y'all not helping yourselves. You guys are not helping yourselves. So this is, I think, one of those situations. I thankfully know a lot of dudes who are in their kids' lives, and they do have a shared custody situation that's pretty decent. So I'm always happy for them. But I look at situations like these, and I'm like, damn, that kind of anger is crazy.
I have a theory. My theory is that he's got pent up anger. The relationship that the father has with the mother gets overlooked because all you see is the dude losing his shit. What's going on behind the scenes? Maybe the mother instigates a lot of arguments. Or maybe she's not. Maybe she is 100%. Maybe she's a good mother and just can't stand this guy's outbursts. The point I'm trying to make is that there are things that are happening behind the scenes that are deeper. Like, we can't just look at a situation and be like, oh, this guy's an asshole. Things aren't that simple.
And I think, you set the really wrong example for your child in every way possible.
Shout out to the stepfather. He did everything that he could, and if he could be a positive light in the life of this kid, then great.